Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to go quickly over a tour of our course, NFS 2300 course. So let me go over the slides and then we'll go through bright space. So my name is Dr. Murad Mukbel and I'm going to be the instructor for this course. So this is what we are going to go over. What is this course about and navigate the online course and go briefly over the syllabus so that way it prepares you for the syllabus quiz. So the exponential increase of data has way exceeded the human's ability to understand this data. As a result, a lot of employers have been struggling to find trained employees who can help them translate and transform raw facts or data to useful information. And this information can help employers reduce waste, improve efficiencies, and increase the bottom line, which is profitability. That's where information systems and business analytics come into play. So as a result, we are training you on using Excel so that way you can help employers transform raw facts or data to useful information by analyzing this data, aggregating this data, using Excel functions, using visualization in Excel, using pivot tables, using some of those advanced tools that will help employers achieve their goals. So I always like to start any course that I teach with this question. I ask students to tell me what comes to your mind when you see the title of this course, which is Data Modeling Management Tools about. So I will let you pause for a moment and tell me what comes to your mind first when you think about this, when you see the title of this course. So what is information systems and business analytics about? So information systems and business analytics they overlap with each other, and usually they are in the same unit or functional unit within any large organization. So you can think about information systems and business analytics or a department uh, as providing organizations with four core capabilities. First one is storing and retrieving data. So when you go to Walmart or you go to HEB, the HEB collects data about you first about the inventories or the products that you buy when you scan your products. So that data uh, is saved in a database management system such as DB2 or MySQL or SQL Server of Microsoft or Azure, just kind of to name a few of those database management systems where they are relational database. They are different tables. So when they are stored, then they are stored in a very efficient way, in a quality way, then we can easily retrieve this data so we can analyze it. So that first one is storing and retrieving data. That's the one of the core capabilities information systems and business analytics departments within the organization provide to organizations. Second is after we have this data and it's available in our hand, then we can analyze it, visualize it by aggregating this data, by visualizing, creating dashboard, creating charts where we can transform data to useful information for decision making. Third, we automate. So as a information system department or functional unit within the organization, we automate data operations using programming languages like Python, Java, R, just kind of to name a few. And last but not least, we provide organizations with core capability by protecting that data, providing the physical and the cyber security of these data that has been stored and distributed to all units within the organizations. So you can think about the role of information systems department within the organization as the role of the heart to our body. So our heart receives that blood that doesn't have oxygen from all units so our heart receives that blood that doesn't have oxygen from all organs, all units within the body, right? And then it feeds it with that oxygen or the food that it needs, and then redistributes it to all organs so they can function, so they can survive and thrive, right? The same thing for information systems department within the organization or the IT department within the organization. It receives all that raw facts or data from all units within the organization. And then it analyzes these data, it stores it properly, it analyzes this data, it automates those data operations, it secures this data. In basically, it transforms those raw facts or data to useful information where other units within the organization can make decisions to improve the bottom line, which is profitability. So in the early 2000s, the World Economic Forum introduced this term, which is data is the new oil. Just like oil, if it is sitting in the backyard of your house doing nothing, it is useless. So like crude oil, if it is in the backyard of your house, you need to dig it, you have to extract it from underground, you have to take it to a refinery where they can transform this crude oil to useful materials like asphalt, gas, and plastic, just kind of to name a few. The same thing for data. If it is piling up in database management systems doing nothing, then it is useless. So therefore, we need to be able to retrieve this data from those piles of database management systems using structured query language or SQL and using ETL, extract, transform, and load into a data warehouse or a data mart where we can transform and analyze this data and aggregate this data so we can transform it to useful information for decision making. So the course goals in this course you are going to learn the technical skills that Excel offer. There are so many functionalities which include formulas, functions, working with multiple tables, using pivot tables, using what if analysis. You are going to learn specialized functions. And you are going to learn a lot in this course that will give you a competitive advantage over others, especially the technical aspects of this course. So you are going to be very capable, marketable after you go through this course. So it is hands-on. It is very interesting, very rewarding course. So, so the course is divided into reading. So we have around 11, 12 chapters. So you are going to go over the readings and it is provided to you in the SIMNet e-text. And then, so within every week, you are going to do those three things. So you will have a SIMNet Let Me Try. So you are going to first, there is a guide me. You need to watch it first or read it when you read the chapter where it will show you how to do analysis. And then you will go through Let Me Try It. So you are going to follow along and try the analyses by doing rather than just by looking. And then you are going to practice by doing the simulation exams. So it is going to give you multiple attempts. And then you are going to follow along to practice basically what you just learned in the Let Me Try. And last but not least, you're going to do that independent project where you are going to download that Excel project file into your desktop. And then you will be given instructions how you can analyze these data and instructions to show that you have been mastering the skills that you have learned for that chapter. So that 7-minute assignments is worth 50% of your grade in the course. And then we have quizzes. The quizzes and attendance, they are worth 10% of your overall course grade. So in other words, you will need to read the book. That way you understand the concepts and you understand what you are going to do for that week. So it will help you also understand how to do those technical aspects for the assignments. So we will have two exams. We have midterm exam, which is going to be over chapter 1 until 5. And then we will have exam 2, which will be over chapter 6 until, I believe, chapter 11 or 12. So, but I'm going to provide you with the details about each. So in other words, those exams, they are not cumulative, right? So let me go over the syllabus in terms of logistics. I have Zoom office hours, and my office is here in the Magic Building, 3.310. You don't have to come to my office physically, but you can also meet with me through Zoom. I'm available every Thursday from noon until 1 p.m. through this link, and it's also provided to you in the Brightspace platform. Or you can make an appointment if you want to meet with me in person. This is my direct office line phone number. You can call me, or actually, email is the best way. I usually respond within 24 to 48 hours. And also, we might have a graduate assistant, but if you have any questions, just email me and contact me. So this is an e-textbook that we are going to use. So it is in practice with Microsoft Excel, with SEMnet access. So it costs less than $40, and it is very affordable in comparison to previous courses or books that we have used. So and it is a great book. I will provide you with the link to this book in the Brightspace as well. So I always recommend that all students to install Microsoft Office in your desktop, in your computer, in your laptop, using the free Microsoft Office version that UTRGV provides to you as a student. So you get this one for free as a student. So you click on this link, and I provided this link to you in the syllabus as well. So when you log in into my UTRGV, so UTRGV, and then you go to my UTRGV, so you can just log in and let's see here, and then you can just go to so you go to apps. So you go to that icon for the apps, and then just follow and then apps from here, all apps, or install apps from here. So basically, I have the directions for you there, but you can also follow it from here, right? And then you can just install all this here. When you click on that, then you will get this .exe file, save it in your downloads and run it, and then it will install the Microsoft Office products for you. So the grades, so 50% of your grade in the semester in the course will be based on the assignments that you will do through SEMnet, and 40% through exams, and 10% for the quizzes. So again, you are going to learn by doing. So this is what makes this course interesting and rewarding and really beneficial. So for me as an instructor, my motto is respect. Every course that I teach I emphasize respect, respect for your classmate, respect for your instructor, respect for everything around us, and respect also for the timeliness in terms of submitting the assignments. And I have a policy that I provided to you in the syllabus, so you can follow that policy in the syllabus for late work assignments. But I would encourage you not to submit anything late because there is a penalty for it. But that's kind of my policy or my philosophy. And I also provided to you this calendar. I advise each one of you to download this calendar. And if you can even put all those due dates in your Outlook or in your calendar in your phones, that way you are reminded that every Tuesday and Thursday there is something you need to submit for every week, right? The earlier you start, the better. So, for example, for next week, so for Thursday, September 4th, for example, you have the syllabus quiz and you have introduction discussion. Do it way before that way, if there is, you don't have because things happen and you don't want to wait until the last minute and then you are not able to do it, right? The same thing for next week, for example, we have on Tuesday, we have a quiz for chapter 1, and we have let me try. And then on Thursday, we have the simulation exam and the independent project. You will notice kind of this is the style, and it is consistent throughout the semester. So on Tuesdays, you have a quiz and let me try. On Thursdays, you have simulation exam and independent project, right? And then I provided to you here when is the midterm and there is no class. There is a midterm exam. What is that? And study day before that. And then we have Thanksgiving break and we have the final exam. Again, everything is online, and I will be, and it is the exam for the midterm is going to be open for that whole day. So starting from 12:01 a.m. in the morning all the way until midnight, right? So what I would encourage you is to start the midterm or the final exam early on the day. That way, if you have encounter any issues before 5, contact me so we can resolve it early. So don't start the exams late because if there is an issue with your computer or it kicked you out, it's going to be very hard to find the solution for you. So start early. That way I can be available and help you very timely. So how to succeed in this class? So keep calm because practice makes perfect. So you will get the opportunity every week to practice and do well in this assignment. Again, if you have any question, first try to find the answer through the book. If you couldn't ask your classmate, ask me and I will be here. So we are all here resources for you to help you be successful because if you are successful, that means I am successful. Your success is my success. So I am here to make sure that you are successful. So a little bit about me. Uh, I came here after high school. I grew up in a country. I am a U.S. citizen, but I grew up in a country called Yemen, which is in the Middle East here, overseeing the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. And I came to Kansas, where I did my undergrad in information systems. I double majored in information systems and business administration. I was also working two part-time jobs at the Office of International Education. I also worked as a tutor for computer lab or information systems programming. I graduated with honors. I graduated cum laude, and then I worked on my MBA with an information systems concentration. I wish they had Master of Science in Business Analytics back then, so I could have taken that program instead of the MBA. For my personal reasons, but I also was a graduate assistant at that time, and I graduated in 2008 during the recession, and I was lucky to work for H&R Block IT department in the headquarter in Kansas City, Missouri for that year because I had a good friend there. He worked there and he referred me, so I was very lucky. While I was also working there, I applied for a couple of PhD programs and I was admitted into three PhD programs, and I accepted the offer from Texas A&M International University, or I accepted the admission from there, which was a full scholarship. So I graduated in less than 3 years. I taught a couple of courses, including business statistics. I taught system analysis and design and implementation. I taught also advanced programming using Visual Basic. After I graduated in less than 3 years, I joined Our Lady of the Lake University in San Antonio for 1 year. And then I went to University of Kansas Medical Center, where I worked there for 4 years. I was teaching in the health information management and health informatics in the master's program or the graduate programs. And I developed a couple of courses, including healthcare analytics and database management systems, and of course, and so on. And then I wanted to go back to the school of business, so I decided to go to University of Oklahoma, where I accepted an offer as a non-tenure track. Worked there for 1 year, and then I came to UTRGV, where it is more balanced in terms of teaching and research. And I have been doing really well, and I enjoyed it here a lot. And my research revolves around the interaction between information technology use and human behavior, such as, technologies that I have used, social media, smartphones, and I look at the dark side and the bright side of technology, such as the dark side, like addictive use of technology, smartphone addiction, social media addiction, and so on. And I also work on cybersecurity research. I work on health IT research. and so on. So let's go over Brightspace briefly and how it is organized and how we can manage it. So when you come to a Brightspace, then so and so let me go as a student. That way, this is how it looks uh, like when you log in into it. So in the welcome, I have course information. I have the syllabus, which is a very important aspect of this course. So the syllabus is provided to you here. It has all the information that I kind of mentioned and more details for you. So what I really want you to, I want you to read it very carefully before you take the quiz, because there are some details about policies, late assignment, and so on. So what I really want is, want you to focus on is the calendar that you will need to, you can print it from here, right? And this is the Zoom link. So again, Thursdays from noon to 1, you can just click on this link and you will be able to find me there. So for week one, before we get into chapter one, so you can actually buy the book by registering for SimNet from here and then navigate. These are some tutorials for you, videos, and more information about how to navigate SimNet and SimNet Let Me Try, projects, exams, and quizzes, and so on. All right. So when you're ready for the quiz, which is due on September 4th, so you can click on it and take the quiz from here and launch the quiz. Again, introduction, I would like to know more about you. Please briefly introduce yourself, and I provided to you here how you can do it. So you can go to topic and then start a new thread and answer those questions for you. So that's for week one, and then for week two, and which is chapter one, and then you will have actually those are the due dates here for you. You will see we have so those are readings that you go over and the quizzes. So for example, the quizzes you have to attempt when you open this quiz, you can click on SimNet student here, and then it will give you the instructions and it will tell you, so you have this quiz has 10 questions, you have 2 attempts, and time limit 30 minutes, and then take the quiz and go from there. The same thing for simulation exam. You can just, and in practice, independent simulation exam, the same thing. You can just click on it and SimNet will take you through that, take exam, and then, for example, the SimNet, it gives you, so I'll just say here, it gives you the instructions here, apply bold and italic formatting to the selected cell. So bold and italic. So now you say it says, so those are the instructions, and this is you got it correct, continue, and so on. So you got the idea, and then select row 4. So to select row 4, I will just click here and you say it correctly. So in other words, this gives you the ability to practice what you have learned and how how to do well in Excel. So for the independent project, you have I provided you with so this is the in practice independent project. You can actually download it, download all the the file from here. But I also provided you here with videos how you can do it. You can watch those videos. This is kind of to get you up to speed to get started, and you can actually watch those videos to get it 100% and submit it, right? And then for chapter 2, we will not give you videos, but videos only for chapter 1. That way you get, that's kind of, you start strong, right? So more details is provided to you in those videos. So that's kind of briefly what I have for you for this week. I mean, for this in this course, and I look forward to a great and rewarding semester with you, and I'm sure that you are going to work hard in this class because it is fun, it is enjoyable, but also it is very rewarding. You will have the skills that will make you confident when you are applying for jobs, regardless of what your major is. So you're going to do great, and I wish you all the best, and I will be here for you. So all the best to you, and see you later.